It's been set Monday night. It starts. James Harden, Christopher Paul, State Farm, and the rest of Texas try to take out the Golden State Warriors. Will this series... You like that one?
You knew what you were supposed to do. Christopher Emmanuel Paul. James Edward Harden Jr.
Okay, I leave the names to you. Now I'm asking you the answer. Will this series be better than any potential finals matchup that we'll see?
Could be. Could be. I mean, if you're looking at it, if you're a conspiracy theorist, the first two games of the season were the Rockets and the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Celtics.
Yeah.
So here we are, the Final Four. These guys are here, and I think the Rockets are trying to prove something more than just they're a great regular season team.
To answer your question, yes.
Thank you.
I think that this is going to be this is going to be a preview, essentially, or if not better than the actual finals. I am excited. This is going to be a good one. I would predict that it's going to go probably all the way.
Okay.
Between those two teams.
I haven't asked that question yet, but thank you for for being so forthcoming with information.
You're welcome.
Daniel, what is your middle name, Gladman? Or what?
Oric.
Yeah, Oric. I remember that. That's
Daniel
horrible.
Oric
Anyways,
Gladman.
go on. Your impression.
My dad on line one. He'd like to speak with you.
Sorry, Pops. My bad. You know,
What's the question?
The question is, do you think this is going to be better than the finals?
I actually don't.
No. Okay.
Because I do think now, should have known the whole way, that the finals is going to be Golden State Cleveland for the fourth consecutive year. The best team, or maybe at least one of the best teams ever, against possibly the best player ever, or one of the best players ever. And we've seen over the years what it's like when it's Golden State Cleveland in the finals. It's close, it's competitive, anything can happen. I really don't think Houston, as good a team as they are, I can't see them stretching Golden State. I can't see it.
I can. And the reason why is the guy who's third in player efficiency right now in the playoffs, Clint Capella, is going to make the total difference. It sounds crazy to say Clint Capella, a guy who you didn't think about before.
Yeah. He is changing your DMs in a couple weeks.
Do that. Do that. I mean, I understand that Golden State is going to the death lineup of the Hamptons Five, whatever you want to call them. But at the end of the day, I think that the Rockets have some tools they can utilize, and it will come down, of course, to the stars and what they do when it counts the most. Golden State, of course, you have a team that's a veteran team that knows how to do it, but it's very draining to keep going back to the finals time and time again and climbing that mountain. And we're going to see how much of that mountain they can climb this year.
Let me throw something at you guys. I'll start with you, Kayla. Before, when we first met this Warriors team and got afraid of them, they had a crazy bench. We're talking Iguodala, Barnes, Festus Ezeli, just the best talent in the league coming off the bench. Now this year, you could almost say that for the Houston Rockets. Right? And, yes, Dwayne's in my ear like he said Festus Ezeli. Festus Ezeli was good.
I was going to laugh at Festus.
Festus Ezeli was an impact player for the Warriors back in the day. But the Rockets have, I'm going to say, the it bench right now. Do you think that is going to be a swing state and something that shifts this series?
I mean, it could potentially be an X factor for the Rockets in their favor. But, I mean, ultimately, it's going to come down to their core and their starting five, who they rely on the most. And that's obviously going to be Harden and Chris Paul and what they do to lead the team. And I think once they set the tone, then, yeah, that X factor of that strong bench coming in could surprise the Warriors.
Buyers, sellers?
How much of the old New Orleans Horny Cats, or whatever you want to call them, Bobcats and Hornets, because you have four of the guys who used to play on that team, and Ariza and the sixth man of the year, Eric Gordon, Ryan Anderson, and, of course, Christopher Emmanuel Paul, all on that same team. How much are you going to count on Ryan, who hadn't played that much this season? What are you going to get from Eric Gordon? These guys are going to have to prove it.
Joe Johnson?
Now you're really reaching.
What?
He's not going to play that much.
Please.
He's not going to play.
Let the voice of wisdom speak. Dan Gladman, take the floor.
It's very nice that Houston has nice players coming off their bench, but please, okay? They haven't been to the NBA Finals. They haven't broken through. They're really, really good. Harden's amazing, but they only go as far as Harden takes them. And even if he scores
42, 41.
He can score 42 a night in this round. I don't care. He's going up against a juggernaut.
All right, so who you got how many?
Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5.
What?
5?
5.
Can I put some money on that? I would like to take some of that money. I want to take some of your shampoo.
Speak to my agent after the show.
All right, okay, go. You ain't got shampoo.
Warriors in
what
6.
You doing?
Warriors in 6.
Warriors in 6.
Yeah.
Warriors in 7.
Okay.
Well, there you go. 5, 6, 7.
Rockets
what are you gonna say?
in
of course.
7. All right.
Rockets.
Yeah, man, Rockets. Olajuwon, son. All right. So the Celtics won last night, 114 to 112. Sixers have gone fishing, and I'm not sure there's a lot of bodies of water in Philadelphia. But
Schuylkill River, yeah. You know.
I don't know nothing about that. Okay.
A lot of bodies.
Here's
Trusting the summer process.
Here's the question, though. Do you think that this Boston Celtics team can compete with LeBron James? What is it? LeBron Ramon James? And
close enough.
And the Cavs?
No.
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 I was expecting more words from you.
Well, I mean, okay, we saw a snippet of what obviously Cleveland can do. We literally saw a tale of two teams, from the way that Cleveland performed in the first round to how they literally turned it on at the demise of our own Toronto Raptors. And it's unfortunate, but I mean, as far as now that they've kind of got things going, we saw some of their veteran players step up in a big way against us. I think they're going to continue that momentum.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did you think that Boston would, get this far?
No, and snaps to Boston.
Easy, Thanos.
No, I give them credit because I don't think anyone would have predicted this. I mean, the way that their season started and then losing Kyrie.
I don't know. I mean, when you look at the president, Brad Stevens, who is easily the best coach in the National Basketball Association.
Which, by the way, are we going to get into that about?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. You lost your chance. You lost your chance. No,
we're talking about Boston.
Well, too late. The board's up.
Here we are.
The board's up. We got to ask the question. You entered the gauntlet.
All right, so let's do it.
Are you surprised that not one single NBA coach voted?
Absolutely, and this is why. Coaches are catty, but it's a fraternity. So they circled the wagons. They circled the wagons for Dwayne Casey because they saw what happened. Okay, but at the same time,
you're saying they're protecting their man.
The smartest guy in the room, got no votes, and they know that because everybody says, "Oh, Brad's the smartest. Brad's the smartest." But so
I've had to live with my boy Vidal's hated on Brad.
There are levels to this thing.
Brad's job's not in trouble, regardless if they lose to Cleveland.
Have you guys seen how these Americans vote?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even doing that right now. We're not doing that.
There was a pettiness and something that hadn't. I do think Casey earned it. Yeah. But Stevens should have been at worst second or third.
Not one vote?
Doc Rivers, who I believe should be tarred and feathered for the job he's done in Los Angeles, got a vote.
Yeah. You lose Gordon Hayward.
He lost all his players.
You lose all those guys, and you make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals. You look like Butler in 2010 and 2011 with those no names that you had there. So Brad Stevens can coach this game of basketball. The issue is, will they look like the Atlanta Hawks of 2015 in the Eastern Conference Finals now?
I doubt it.
With Al Horford and just a bunch of role players.
Okay, listen, it's time to go. We got to get to the next quarter. It's halftime here on the Hangout. Coming up, we got to talk about the coaching carousel. Lots of moves to be made. One huge move already made. New York City doesn't like data, apparently, because they're taking Coach Fizz to run the organization. We'll break that down, as well as some other interesting news when we return on Hangouts.